allows you to harvest this specimen.
Alright nerds, how's it going? Welcome back to I nearly said Factorio then. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Right, so yeah, still loving this game. It is awesome. That weird thing I just picked up. See we got a weird sort of what seemed like a telepathic message to pick it up. I've already got a couple of those which I found off camera. But basically they are sort of work in progress things. If you have a look there, weird alien thing with an impossibly smooth surface. Work in progress, analysing this will not give you anything. So obviously that's something they're going to add in at a later date. But it's good that we've got them. And this is another one of the same thing, but this one's called a Sommer Sloop. And it says a strange alien thing with a mind-bending and somehow familiar shape. So it's all pretty interesting. Alright, so let's show you what I've been doing while I've been off camera. Right, so first things first, now that I've got my factory a lot bigger and got a lot of stuff going on, I keep running out of power. So I decided to automate my biomass production. So I just went on a mission with my chainsaw, which makes it so much easier to get wood and leaves, it's ridiculous. But it takes so long to convert it all, like by doing it manually. So, oh, that was weird. So I set up two containers here, one full of leaves, one full of wood. They are both being turned into biomass, which is then being combined here through a merger, and then that's being turned into the biofuel. So it should be building up a little bit. I mean, I didn't do it that long ago. But yeah, so I'm going to use this as a means to repowering all of my base. So now I will show you what else I've been doing. Let's find a nice vantage point. Probably up there, I would say. Oh, I'm dropping some frames a bit. It's a bit laggy where I've got loads of stuff going, I think. But again, this is still all early access, so I wouldn't worry too much for now. But yeah, let's go up there and have a look at what we've done. Right, so here I am at the top. Let's have a look. So if you look over here, there's my main hub. This is the area here that I was doing in the last video. So I've got the things at the end there making the rotors and the reinforced plates. So we've got that whole thing there. If you come this side now, I've got this other one feeding to this side, which goes all the way down to some ones over there. That one is making more reinforced plates, which are then going straight into making the modular frames. As you can see, a lot of it's stopped at the moment while I'm waiting for my little biofuel generator thing over there to work, and then once that's all finished I will power it all up again. And if you come over this side, my third iron vein that was over here, I've got, see that one's still got a bit of fuel in it. This one is all just going to make the simple basic ingredients. So I've got two there doing plates, two doing rods, and one of the rods is being turned into screws. So it means that not only am I going to have the sort of next tier of stuff going, I'm also still going to have the basic ones, and I don't have to keep making a load of that by hand because all of my automation is feeding into other stuff. So it's nice to be able to have all of it accessible. So that's the level we're at so far. I do need to get the power up and running again, as I said, but that won't be a problem for long anyway, because very soon one of the next things I'm going to do is start getting coal power, where you start getting like a big massive sort of power plant and you can connect all of your stuff to it, and you don't have to worry about these little burners anymore. So that'll be awesome. But the way I do that is going to be very fun, because basically I've unlocked all of the upgrades and things so far, and the way I get the next couple of tiers is by building the space elevator. So that is my next job. So I'm going to go back down there and get all my stuff together. Right, cool, so I'm back down here. One thing that I forgot to do in the last video, with all the sort of all me running around doing all this, I forgot to come back and check what I had researching. So let's have a look. An analysis of the mycelia, I guess that's how you pronounce it, is completed. Please choose a new specimen, blah blah blah. What's it going to tell me?
This mycelia can be used to create fabrics. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 1. Additionally, R&D has requested extra samples to determine the cause of an anomaly.
Okay, fair enough. I can do fabric. Cool. Oh, by the look of it, I can research more of it. I'm not going to bother for now. Let's research something else. What have I got on me right now? I've got the berry, the flower petals. Let's go for the berries. Why not? How many of those do we need? Just one. Let's whack it in. Alright, beautiful. So, now this is going to be fun. Let's check my inventory. Make sure I've got enough space. Yep. I'm going to drop off my special items here, and I've already got all the stuff I need for the space elevator in this little chest here. So I spent a little bit of time off camera getting it all together, and this thing is enormous when you put it down. It is crazy. I've seen other people, I've not done it before myself, but I've seen it done in videos from the like early sort of alpha thing. I need to find quite a big space. Obviously I want it to be quite nearby. I think there's probably enough room over here. Yeah, should be. Let's stick it over here somewhere. So right, let's have a look. We're going to special. Where it... Oh, holy crap. Yeah, this thing is massive. Right, so there's multiple inputs on either side. Basically what happens is the space elevator is like the next sort of tier of the thing on your hub that like flies up and down that I showed you. So you pump loads of stuff into it, and then the elevator or lift goes up and down to orbit. So let's work out where we want it. As long as one of the sets of inputs is kind of towards my base, that'll be good. Let's do it this way. And this should be nuts. So, oh, look, all the stuff is flying out of me towards it. The size of this thing. Oh. So let's get rid of that so I can see what's going on. Is it coming down? Oh, here we go. It kind of like grabs hold of it and pulls it down, and there we go. Oh look, and the platform's coming down as well. Oh, get out the bush. Nice, so here we go. We have a huge space elevator which we can configure, and let's see what it needs. So for the first tier of this, delivery will unlock tiers 3 and 4, which is what I need for getting the coal power and stuff, which I spoke about. So we just need 50 rotors and some reinforced iron plates. I think I've got enough plates already. Well, not quite. And rotors should be well on the way to doing, because we've got these things set up making them. So what I'm going to do now is go check what I need, make sure everything's powered so that it is making the right stuff, because I don't think I've got enough rotors yet. And we will come back in a bit and yeah, send the stuff up to orbit. Oh wow. Okay, scratch that. I had plenty of stuff already. Got loads of rotors and loads of reinforced plates, so I don't need to worry about it yet. Let's just smash it up there and we'll worry about powering those things in a bit. I don't even need to put the stuff in via conveyors at the moment because it's quite a simple one. So there we go. Let's seal. Nice. And send. So let's see what that does. Does it just fire the thing up in the air? Do we have an animation for it? Nice. cool. So, does it say about when it's coming back? Oh, the next one's stuff we don't even have yet. Motors. I think they'll unlock in a sec. Awesome stuff. Right, so what does that give me? Alright, here we go. Yes, look at that. So everything's finished because I did the other ones, the ones I didn't bother with in the last episode. Like the walls and stuff. I did all that. So we have coal power and logistics Mark II. So coal power gives us the oh, wicked! We can do our first vehicle. So we've got truck station and tractor. That's awesome. Coal generator. And the scanner update for coal. That is awesome. Right, cool. So I guess the coal itself, we just need a miner. So yeah, I guess Mark 1 miner for that. So logistics to... Oh, conveyor belts Mark 2. Oh, this is awesome. So I think they go... Yeah, it's double the speed. Instead of transporting 60 a minute, these do 120. So that's pretty sick. Ah, and we also can do steel production when we unlock that milestone. That's where we get motors from. Heavy modular frames, steel pipes. Oh yeah, foundries. Miner Mark 2s as well. Oh, that's double the amount of stuff out of the ground as well. So if I can, how much are these? If I can afford to get both steel production and coal power, it might be worth doing my coal straight on a miner Mark II. Interesting. Right, and this is all stuff I can make at the moment, and I've got factories building them, so it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's going to take a while of me running around and sending the pod up. So what I might do off camera is unlock a few of these milestones, and then I'll come back and start making some cool stuff. Right, cool. So I've just sent the pod up to do one of the milestones, and I've come back to check this, and the paleberry analysis has been done. So let's see what I got for that.
Paleodictyoptera berries, or paleberries, can be added to the object scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
Oh, that's a point. I unlocked the object scanner a while ago and I haven't made that yet. Ah, so I want to make one of them. So I think, yeah, doing this stuff is all probably just like the nuts and the petals. That's probably all going to do the same thing, add stuff to the scanner. So it might be worth doing some of the alien stuff. So let's try and do one of those, which I do have. Oh, let's not go into the cupboard. Where did I put those ones? Yeah, so I made a few of these because it just makes life easier, doesn't it? So I want one of those. Let's stick one of those in and see what that's all about. Bang. Hello? Ah, there we go. Cool, that was going to take a while, so yeah, let's go start getting stuff for another milestone. Right, so I think this next one's done as well. Yeah, the alien carapace is done.
Additional samples are required for R&D to continue developing a defense-oriented blueprint. The creature has been named Phacocoirus plumius cauda, or fluffy-tailed hog.
Okay, so how many more does it want? Because I've got loads. Oh, that's fine, I've got plenty. Yeah. I want to know what it's doing. Is it going to make me some, like, armour? It said, like, a defence thing, didn't it? Alright, well, we'll find out in a bit. Right, so while I'm waiting for my research and my current milestone to unlock, I'm going to make that object scanner that I unlocked a while ago and haven't done. So if I go here, it's in here with this lot. The only thing I don't have is beacons, which we've also unlocked. So I need to make a few of those, which I have the stuff for. That's fine. So I'll make a load so I can mess around with them as well. See what they're like on their own, but we want the object scanner. So, right. How does that work then? Do we just equip it like that? Yeah. Okay, so, oh, I can use it to look for power slugs. That's cool. And then obviously the other stuff, when I unlock it, I will be able to search for other stuff as well. Let's see how well it works. Oh, it's like Alien thing, isn't it? It's like the thing from Aliens. It's literally going to be a case of it beeps more the closer you get, and better when you're in the right direction. Let's think about this. How's it? Is it flashing slower or quicker? It's beeping that way. Oh yes, because there's one up there, isn't there? I saw that one ages ago. So yeah, and then the closer you get, the more it beeps. I mean, I can't really get that one up there because that rock is surrounded by the horrible gas. But yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Going to be able to use that to find lots of stuff when I get it all unlocked, once I've researched everything. So, happy with that. And then, yeah, it's all good. But we can get rid of it for now. And I'll go back to unlocking crap. Right, so the next level of that one's done.
R&D has repurposed a common engineering tool to assist you in your defense against the local wildlife. The blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 3.
Interesting. Let's have a look. Hub Tier 3. So, still waiting for the pod to come back. A rebar gun. What's the new biomass all about? Not really sure about that. But anyway, the rebar gun sounds pretty fun. Right, so I put some more of the micellar in to do the next lot of research for that. So let's see what this gives me.
This type of micellar has strong healing properties. R&D has created a blueprint you can access in Hub Tier 3.
Fair enough. Another one that sounds like it might be quite interesting. Let's see what it is. Oh, and my pod's coming back. Hub Tier 3. Medicinal inhaler. Ooh. Can be inhaled to fully restore health. That's pretty cool. Right, so I've pretty much researched everything now. I managed to add the nuts and the berries and everything to my object scanner. I put in the petals, so let's see if they do anything. Or if they just add to the scanner.
R&D wishes me to tell you these colored petals are useful for two things: dating and creating color cartridges. Mandatory reminder that you are under 24/7 surveillance. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Oh, I think I know what that might be. Color cartridges. I think there's... I'm sure I saw something about like a paint gun. So you can actually like color code all your factories. So if you've got a massive area with loads all in a row, you know what's making what straight away as soon as you look at it. But let's see if that's what that is. Color gun, yeah. Cool. Right, so I'm going to unlock that as well. Yeah, nice. One thing I might do quickly, just the last thing I need to get researching was the fabric. And to make the fabric, now that I've unlocked all this crap, leaves and the mycelia. Have I got any leaves left anywhere? Did I just have a few? Right, there we go. That's the fabric done. What do we get from that?
This fabric is suitable for the creation of parachutes. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Parachutes, eh? I did not know that was a thing at all. What does that cost me to do? Oh, I've got the stuff already, so let's get that sent off. Some of those. Nice. Alright, and that's my last one. I've unlocked tons of stuff now. So if you have a look in here, we've got all this good stuff. We can do colour cartridges for that gun, the colour gun, paint gun, sorry. We've got all the steel stuff, encased industrial beams, steel pipes, stators, motors, heavy modular frame, the ammo for the thing, new type of biomass using the... Ooh, make 500 of them just with 5. That's quite good. Ooh, that's what that was, fair enough. Yeah, so if we come over here, we've got all this cool new stuff now: parachute, Xeno Basher, rebar gun, medicinal inhaler, And obviously all this stuff here I've been doing. We've got tractors and truck stations. We've got all of these new walls and stuff, but we've got conveyor Mark IIs, the stackable stuff, the ability to do coal generation, and miner Mark II, and a foundry for making the steel. So we've got a lot of awesome stuff we can do now. The only one I can't do yet is, out of tier 3 and 4, is the logistics Mark III, for the simple reason that it needs motors which require steel, which requires the foundry setup, or even if you're doing it by hand, you still need the coal for it, which I don't have yet. So what I'm going to do next is gather a load of resources to make all this cool new stuff, like the test out the inhalers and the paint gun and the new Xeno Basher and the Rebar gun and all that cool stuff. And once we've had a mess around with all that, we are going to search for some coal, which I can do now quite easily by hitting C and doing this bad boy. So let's see where the coal is. I guess it's quite far away because we haven't seen any yet. Okay, so the nearest is about 650, 820, 1000. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll worry about that in a minute though, but that should be fun. And also, I can't remember if I said, but on here I managed to unlock the other stuff, so now I have the option to do the nut and the berry as well as the power slugs, so that's all good. So right, I'm going to find what stuff I need to make all this cool stuff. Oh look, just in time for this thing to come down as well, with my space elevator in view at the same time. God, this game's getting awesome. So much cool stuff you can do. I also need to worry about the efficiency at some point, because where I was right that these can feed into 2 smelters, it turns out that some of the stuff later on, even though they say they can create 15 a minute as opposed to the 30 that these smelt, the thing is some of these things to construct use more than one. So as you can see here, like these ones are just backing up there. That's just a waste. That's not very efficient, whereas these ones are going through constantly. So when you get to the stuff over here, for example, my things at the end, because I've got so many screws, but the other stuff comes through so slowly, and because it takes a lot of it, like these just aren't working all the time at all. As you see, like the reinforced iron plates take ages to build in there. They finally come along here, that'll make one, and then it will just sit there idle for ages, even though it has tons of rods. So I definitely got a lot of messing around I can do to make it more efficient, but that is stuff I will do off camera. I just want to show you all the new cool stuff we've got. Right, so I just realised how long this video's been already. Like, the session for recording this is well long. By the time I edit it down, like, because I've built the space elevator, did all that research stuff, it's going to be like well long already. So I think all this new stuff we've unlocked we are going to build in the next video, and we're going to get on the coal production, and yeah, I think that's going to be awesome. So thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.